Hey Aries, it's Jenny with Hummingbird Spirit Tarot, and this is your November 2020 reading. I am sorry, I got completely interrupted as I was going live with your reading. Dogs came in, they saw a bear, so everybody went haywire in the house and they knocked over my camera. So I am going to just kind of recap what we've got going on here so far, and then continue to throw down some clarifiers, okay? So this is turning in kind of to a love reading to me, but it can be with business as well. But I'm going to read it as if it's a love reading because that's how it's showing itself to me. You were in a situation where you broke up and you're finally ready for a new beginning. You realize that it was unequal. There may have been some infidelities. While you believed that person was like your knight in shining armor, so to speak, everything that you wanted, you thought that this was your karma in life for all your past poor, relationships. You realize now that you don't have anything left to give to this relationship. It was all an illusion. You see clearly that all the things that they told you to keep you close may have been just manipulation and really not sincere. They may have been mentally abusive to you, promises to come and do things and hang out and then maybe never show up, and then show up kind of whenever they wanted on their own schedule, not really respecting your time or space. I feel like they are definitely getting their karma, and I think that you're manifesting, let's see. You're walking away from somebody who was careless with your love, who may have played you. You realize that this cycle has been going on too long and you're ready to let it go. You're manifesting a new start for yourself, something that's good, something that's fair. You may be divorcing this individual if you're married. You were really sad with this ending. It was everything that you thought would be like a happy family. You thought this was it for you. You were ready to be locked down for life, but you realize now that there's other opportunities for you elsewhere and you'd like to pursue those. Let's get some of the vulgar unicorn for you, Aries. Face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely. Believe what you see. And I think that's talking about how, you had this thought in your head that this was it. And you kind of idealized it, I think, a bit. And that's what kept you staying, even though you weren't being treated properly. And then your other advice is you are giving too many fucks. Give zero. Okay. I am feeling the desire, since your reading got all jacked up, to pull from my archetype guidebook, the Wild Unknown deck. This is by Kim Kranz. I am absolutely in love with this deck, but they're so deep. These cards are so deep. I'm only going to pull one, and I'm also going to read from the book about it for you. First, I'll give you my intuitive hit of what I think this card means for you, Aries, but then I'll go ahead and read the book so you can kind of come to your own conclusion. I feel like you spent a lot of nights praying for this to come together, praying for this person to change, but a leopard doesn't change their spots, right? So I think it's just time for you to face the truth as you know it. That's a little bit more than one, but we'll see what they say here. Okay, Anima Mundi, the Judge, the River, and the Starborn. I feel like when you realize there's just so much more to life and that there's people with so much more depth and you make that decision to go that route, I feel like you're just going to be able to feel so free. I feel like you're going to be able to do the things that you've always wanted to do and put the energy into them, because you won't be wasting your energy on this kind of dead situation. It's kind of like dead weight. You just needed this, let it go and drop it. I feel like you've been carrying it for so long that you feel like it's hard to let go, but the longer you carry it, when it's not doing you any good, the harder that it is, right? So your first card that came out here for you is the Anima Mundi, okay? The soul of the world, all that is. So it's all about tending to the sacred details of life. It epitomizes the principle of accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is living the soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multi-dimension layers. Bonded together by loving cosmic forces, diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal and the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how its light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. And so then, Judge. So it's all about discernment, advocacy, right action, and compassion. The Judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and other. Ironically, the Judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the Judge out of balance, building walls, separating from other. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the Judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those who need it, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we're in. Get your Judge in order. The world needs it. And I really feel like for you, these two cards coming together is just like really seeing this person for what they are, and understanding that there was love, and you don't have to hate them, right? But the best thing, the most kind thing you can do for yourself is to separate from their energy. And they may be awful or horrible to you because they, had certain things and made certain decisions along the way, but that's not for you to carry that burden anymore. It's for you to acknowledge, accept, and take the lessons learned from it and move on, I think. We got the River. There is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what's no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all of our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us farther down the stream of transformation than we planned to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before. With a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity, keep in mind the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential. Nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. Acceptance, grace, reflection, forgiveness. And it's scary to just kind of give it up to the universe and forgive. And that may be part of the issue. You've been holding on to this so long, you're scared. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Will anybody ever want me? How do I date again? But honestly, I feel like once you actually take that step, Aries, and really heal, life is going to be beautiful for you. Well, I hope this helps. I hope you have a great November, guys. Take care. I'm sending lots of love and light.